Hey everybody, welcome back for another week of madness with Angry Mac. Today I'm drinking a little ranch water spicy. Don't really know what the spicy means, but I'll let you know. Oh yeah, it's got a little kick to it. Agave, lime juice. Oh, jalapeno flavors. There's the spice. Very good. Um, Start with this way. There was a study recently in Europe saying that even one drink a day is harmful and people should not drink. Over in Europe. I can tell you this, nobody in Ireland was included. Cheers, my Irish brothers and sisters. One drink is harmful. Can you imagine? What about five? I don't know. Well, call me crazy. Nobody saw this coming. Prison, two inmates, female inmates, are pregnant by the same person. It is a transgender who didn't get the full treatment. And he lobbied to be in the women's prison. Why? Because he's the only female there with a penis. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. The guy's going crazy. He's going to impregnate the entire population. Once again, call me crazy, but really? Is this a surprise to anybody? Sure, he's a transgender. He is a transgender female who is a lesbian in an all-female prison. All makes sense. God bless him, LGBTQI, question mark, whatever you got, go to town with this one, because something ain't right. Just saying, this is insane. You know, cameras there probably weren't working either. They weren't working with the Las Vegas shooter. They weren't working when Epstein hung himself. They weren't working when Epstein's partner, Jean-Luc Bourgeois, hung himself. And they weren't working the other day in the Brooklyn subway. 3 of the only 1,200 cameras in the subway not working. I don't call it coincidence. I'm not sure what's going on, but something doesn't seem right there either. Now, this guy is black supremacist. You never hear about black supremacy, but he's a black supremacist. He's on YouTube. He talks about it all the time. So he goes out and he shoots 20 people, but here's the kick in the tail. A few days before, they had him in jail. They had him for an illegal firearm possession. So they had him. He was on the FBI's watch list. First of all, what is the FBI watching? Is watching Joe Biden really that hard? Give Joe 2-3 guys. Who's he out racing? But what are they watching? Everybody they seem to be watching commits these heinous crimes. So somebody needs to get in the FBI, maybe shake their heads, get their eyeballs back in front, because they're doing a very horrible job. I have to tell you that. So let me go back. So they have this guy in jail, and you know what? Illegal firearms possession, FBI watch list. So you know what they did? They let him go. They let him go. Now the same people who let him go now screaming for gun reform. I mean, you can't have it both ways. I got a little reform. You get a guy with an illegal firearm charge, keep him in jail. Don't let him go. You will save lives. It's really not that smart. I'm not smart. I tell you that all the time. Ask my wife. She'll tell you I'm not a smart guy. Maybe a little common sense makes you a little stupid. I don't understand. Biden and the FBI. You got how many Secret Service guys, when they run that Easter egg hunt tomorrow, it's going to take to follow him around? He's probably searching for the rabbit, hiding the eggs. Who knows what's going on, but his handler's going to have a nightmare, because that South Lawn, North Lawn, pretty big place to find Joe. They better not let him wander around, man. It's funny. He gave a speech the other day talking about how he was a professor in a university. Never happened. He was never a full-time professor. He said 4 years. He got paid for nothing. Didn't even teach a class. But to be fair, Joe's held every job known to man. Every single job. I'm still waiting for his transgender story. Well, you know, one day I was out at the bar and I was talking to this beautiful woman and I noticed she had an Adam's apple the size of a bowling ball. Then I knew. But she was good people, except for the penis. You know, he's got a story for everything. But to be honest, Joe probably doesn't remember much, so I give him a little slack. He's reading off a teleprompter. So he finishes the speech the other day and he goes around and handshakes somebody. There's nobody there. Maybe he thought it was the same people who were making those ghost guns. He was going to shake the hands of the ghosts, the creators. Really, I don't understand Biden. It's insane. You know, speaking of these trans, but it's not even a trans. Now there was a what am I saying here? There was a school in Oklahoma who had drag queens come in and read stories to their students. Anybody find something wrong with this? Your drag queens, they may be great people, they're working a job. Saw a drag queen show when I was in Vegas. It was so entertaining. It was great. They're nicest people. But do you want them reading to kids? I don't know. It's a little crazy about that. I have to tell you something. I don't want the drag queens in drag 100 yards from my kids, and you shouldn't want them 100 yards from yours. Setting up, not such a great example for the young impressionable minds. Let them just be kids, man. You don't need drag queens in the schools. I'm highly against that. Call me crazy. Again, crazy Irish Mac. Speaking about being angry, I was at my anger management therapy class the other day. So I walk into the bathroom, and into the bathroom, this is what it says. I'm going to read it. Please do not roll any type of smoking product on baby changing station. Maybe you need to smoke a little before you go to anger management. I'm sure that soothes everything out, and it explains a lot with the group. Me, I just do a couple shots and go in. I'm good. Man, only in America, only in America. We have the Attorney General here in New York investigating the oil and gas companies for gouging prices and raising prices. Didn't Biden say it was the Putin price? I mean, that's the new phrase, Putin price. It is easier to blame everything on Putin. The list is a lot shorter for things we can't blame Putin for. But apparently Putin is the devil. He caused every bit of inflation here in the United States. And if you got believing in that, I've got a bridge to sell you because it's a bit of insanity. Bit of insanity. Back to the teachers. I'm all over the place today. I'm a little jarbled. I'm having a rough weekend, man. A lot of planning. I'm cooking tomorrow, whole thing. So there is a teacher down south who is teaching her students how to put a condom on with their teeth. Couple of questions here. One, what class is that? I never had that class. And two, is she moonlighting as a teacher or a sex worker? Not really sure, but something ain't right there either. Once again, what are teachers doing? Teachers are some great people. A good teacher is worth every penny, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Once again, watch some porn. You want to learn how to do that. Don't get a teacher to do it. Learn it on the streets, the same way everybody else does. I was thinking this. Great way to get out of a fight with your wife. Just start cleaning. It ends every fight. They don't want to fight if you're cleaning because they're seeing you get something done. Take that to the bank because that's real life advice. Then, back to New York City with the Attorney General. There's a woman in New York City who's offering a baby naming service for $10,000. Believe that. Baby naming $10K. I mean, I'll do it for $5K, and I'll give you some great names. But the kick in the ass is, she's got a waiting list. Can you imagine paying somebody $10K to name your baby and being on a waiting list? I mean, talk about gross stupidity and insanity. I just want to know where these people are, because I'll get some cards printed. I'll be the best baby name you ever see. At a lot, I'll do it at half the price, man. What a business. I'm a fool for not thinking of that. Then somebody's getting executed down in South Carolina. And in South Carolina, apparently, you get to choose your method of execution. And he chose the firing squad. I don't know why he went the firing squad, but he chose the firing squad. As soon as he chose it, he had his attorney appeal to the courts saying it was unconstitutional. Just checking, but I don't recall an amendment or a passage in the Constitution saying when you commit crimes, they can't shoot you. I don't know about this. I guess it's violating his life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, because he already killed about 5 people. So if that's what makes him happy, he's got to go also. Don't be a numbnuts, man. Now, again, we're trying to make everything normal in our country. So now there's a big push for making morbidly obese women attractive and seem like they're healthy. They're not healthy. The word is not curvy. The word is morbidly obese and unhealthy. You're always going to find a website for the fat chasers, so it doesn't make a difference because the men are out there. I find it incredibly bizarre. But these women are setting themselves to die because they're unhealthy. Let's stop making it normal and call it what it is and save some lives. Let's save lives, people. This is insanity. I mean, I don't know what's going on in the world today. Little fat cheeses. Oh, woof. Now, the other day, I was out at the hockey rink. At the hockey rink, this guy wearing his shirt was unbuttoned. He had his chain going on. And he was wearing the tightest pair of skinny jeans I'd ever seen. They were so tight, I saw his camel toe. If your jeans are so tight as a man, you got a camel toe, you may want to rethink your wardrobe. Maybe throw in a pair of shorts or something, brother, because it didn't look good. Now, if I noticed your camel toe, everybody noticed it. I'm just saying, man. Just saying. Come on now, what are we doing? This is going to be a nice and short one. Tomorrow's Easter, but I have to read you this. Angry Mac. I am having trouble convincing my teen to continue transitioning. My 14-year-old daughter has started refusing her estradiol. I don't know what that is, but I think it's probably a puberty suppressant. So I've been crushing the pills and sneaking it into her food. How can you help me? How can I help you? Leave her alone. She doesn't want to transition. I'll help you by calling CPS. How about somebody help her? Where is the adult in this young woman's life that's helping her? She's being let down by society. And you, parent, I don't know if there's a male or a female parent, deserve to be in jail. You should not have children. Not only not this children, not have any more children. This is insanity. Complete insanity. Now listen, this is a short one. Everyone enjoy their Easter tomorrow. Enjoy your Passover, whatever's going on, whatever holiday you celebrate. But remember, go out and tell somebody you love them. Every day, the world gets a little bit more tilted. I'm still waiting for it to right itself because I hear that's how things work. I'm not quite seeing it, but hopefully we see it soon. I'm still wearing C-sleeve dummies wearing the masks in the car. Tell somebody you love them. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. I'll be back next week. Hopefully I'll be a little better than this week. As I said, a little taken back this week, but I love you all. Cheers. Ranch water spicy, very good.